guess Mother Machine is a track that we wrote together with Martijn and Guus, and it was one of the songs that we, where we kind of sat down all together and write from scratch, which is something that we've done kind of for the first time on this record because we kind of used to work on separate islands. And I really love how the song's turning out. We're using it as the first song of the set and the first song of the record because it has this kind of wicked industrial intro with like sounds of hammers and you know, and nails and all kind of strange industrial sounds. And well, the lyrics kind of fit to that. It's it's kind of one big metaphor. This like Metropolis meets 1984 meets kind of sci-fi weird stuff. And it's actually the first time, like I used to always, write lyrics about myself and things that happened to me, but this was the first time that, the music just called for something weird like that, and I really like how it turned out because, it's just one strange metaphor for like this kind of future dreamscape kind of world. I love the song. So Electricity is one of the songs that was actually one of the last ones that we decided should be on the album. It was on the maybe so, maybe not list for a very long time, and looking back to that now, that's really strange because it turned out to be like a song which is now, we're playing some of the new songs live and it's really like an audience favorite, and I guess it's one of my own favorites as well, but it just, you have these songs and you have this really high expectations from them, like from the very beginning. And this one is one that just, throughout the whole process, it kept on growing. And in the end, I think it kind of exceeded expectations from all of us. And it also developed kind of funny because we had the song where we didn't have a fitting chorus, and Guus and I remember the chorus that we had lying around and we'd written some time ago, but we never found something that could match, and it was like a puzzle and it fit in together perfectly. So track number 3 is We Are the Others, and it's the title track of the record, obviously. And it also has I guess the most special story to it. Start at the beginning. I got Martijn wrote instrumentals, and I got the instrumental track from Martijn, and I was like blown away by it. I really thought it sounded like, this kind of an anthem, and so when I was writing lyrics, I thought it should be about something that meant a lot to me. It was really important to me. One of the things that I get most frustrated about, like in general, is like stereotyping and discrimination. So started working on that idea for the lyrics, and the phrase itself, "We Are the Others," was there quite quickly since I was at that time just reading Simone de Beauvoir for my gender studies, and and she was talking about women being the other of men. But then I thought, in this society, gay is the other of straight and black's the other of white, and there's so many binary oppositions which don't really serve any purpose. And I thought, let's use the word other and reclaim that as a positive thing. So that's where like the phrase "We Are the Others" came from. And but then it took a long time for the lyrics to actually be complete. And I took the draft lyrics, we took them to Sweden where we worked with the Tripod production team. And the guys also told me like it doesn't feel right yet, it feels kind of, maybe even kind of preachy in a way, and what do you really want to say? So I thought about it, what do I really want to say? And that's when I remembered the story of Sophie Lancaster, this British girl who was kicked to death basically just because she looked goth. And with this being like the most tragic example of what can happen when people don't accept people being other than them, I thought if we introduce this into a story, into this lyric, then you wouldn't need to explain, how discrimination is bad, and you wouldn't have to raise a finger, or because it would really speak for itself. And I remember how I felt when I heard the story, and I think you must be pretty heartless not to get how that is so wrong. But it was there only really late that we really introduced that story into the lyrics, and I also doubted my own writing skills, whether I would be able to write about such a it's easy to write about your own feelings, or about if you're writing about bigger stuff in abstracts or metaphors, but this is just a real girl and real grief still involved from her parents and friends, and but we recorded some new lyrics, and we did all feel that it fell into place. But for me it wasn't really conclusive until I found the Sophie Lancaster Foundation, and they were like 100% behind the song, and that was really great for me to hear. And people should check them out because they do awesome work in education at schools. And they visited our gig yesterday, and they heard the song for the very first time, and I think they were happy, so that makes me really happy. So that for me is kind of the story of We Are the Others.
How they could act so